It is my privilege to introduce one of my beloved student, Vikram Damle. So today, definitely, you might have already understood now. We have shifted the whole session to the resource session from our resource student. Vikram is studying in 7th semester, Department of Computer Science. He's a multi-talented student of our institution whom we are proud about. When we approached him regarding the resource sessions to be connected at VCT Connect, conducted at VCT Connect 2021, wholeheartedly he agreed, and then he's added, "Ma'am, if it is all fine, we will be continuing for the whole session." Of course, what it matters for any teacher when a student is requesting for the session which is more than their expectation. That means you can understand how resourceful Vikram is. Having a good academic profile, Vikram have proved himself to be always an all-rounder since first year till this date. He has known for he is very famous in the campus. Is known for his coding skills. Who have conducted many resource sessions at various platforms. Students during lockdown days, it was all pandemic, and people were worried where the education is going to be. The education field is going to be ended up. Then we started on with the live sessions. We started the classes on live platforms, and after a few days, I could able to see Vikram's e-courses getting launched, where he decided to conduct some resource sessions on C programming and many more. And that initiative was just awesome because as a student, he decided to take resource session for the one who were interested. Being a very active member of ACES, that is Association of Computer Science Department, Vikram got blessed with a great talent of pencil sketch. Actually, that drawing skills which he have developed from freehand pencil sketch till portrait drawings. If he has some reference, he just replicates. You get confused whether it's a portrait drawn or it is a pic taken. You can follow him at Wikimedia on Insta, and you can follow all his performances through that particular page. So today we have with us a very resource session. We'll be taking a session, Tech Stack. That's overview to web technologies. I am handing over the session to Vikram. Vikram,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, please.
Okay,
Have
sure.
a great day, great session. Students, have a good day.
First of all, much thanks for VCT Connect coordinators, Madhavi ma'am and Shwetamika ma'am, for giving the opportunity to interact with my lovely juniors. So, my name is Vikram Damble. I am from final year Computer Science Department. I have come up with the topic called as Tech Stack. It will be like an overview to the web technologies. I think is everything is correct, right? My voice, screen, everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
First of all, a very good morning to everyone. How are you all?
Fine.
Good
Fine.
morning.
Good morning.
Fine.
Okay.
Morning.
Morning.
Fine. Fine.
Yeah. By looking at this word, web technology, you may get confused. What is the difference between the web technology, web development, web designing, etc. Right? So first, I'll explain that. Web technology and web development. Web development or web designing, both will be same. Okay. So web technology and web development. Web technology refers to the way how the devices are going to communicate with each other using the markup language. You guys may be knowing about the markup languages, right? Can I get some examples?
HTML.
Exactly, beautiful. HTML, XML,
HTML.
CSS, yeah. And there are many JavaScript, Java, VBScript, PHP, C hash. There are many, so on. Okay, these are the example for the markup languages. So web technology is exactly how the devices are going to interact, how they are going to communicate using the markup language. It is nothing but web technology. Then going for web development or web designing, both will be same. Okay, web development is something building, maintenance, and overviewing of the websites. Okay, it is nothing but designing the website. Fine. So web technology we can consider it is like a theoretical part. Okay, where we will learn the markup languages, how the structure, how they will work, right? So we can consider web technology as the theoretical part. In the same way, web development can be considered as the practical part. Practical means we are going to applying the knowledge, right? What we learned in the web technology, that is we are going to implement, we are going to design a website, right? That is called as web development. And according to me, or the my point of view, first we have to learn the web technology, then we have to go for web development. Why? Because without knowing the theory, yes, if you're smarter enough, okay, you can give the codings, but the procedure is first we have to learn the theory, then we have to go for designing, then we have to go for practical. But unfortunately, guys, you had the web development session first, right? Do you remember web designing by Varun Rai?
Yes.
Yes. He explained everything, means how to write the code, CSS, JavaScript, HTML, and he also built one example web page, Hello VCT, like that something. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yes. My point is, if you are unable to digest web development session, which is already done, right? If you are unable to understand, after the my session means after web technology, please go through web development once again. It is available on YouTube, right? Do you know that it is uploaded to YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you're having any questions there, the web technology will be like basics. Okay. After that, you can code, you can build, you can design everything, right? It is come under web development. So if you're having any doubts there, please first listen my session, then go through that session again, so that you will understand much better. You will get the clarity, means a exact picture. What is web development? How to work? How to code? How what are the HTML, CSS? Everything. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, beautiful.
Yes.
So I gave the name for the presentation as a tech stack. What is tech stack? The full form is technology stack. It is a combination of programming languages, framework, and the tools that developers use to build a website or web page. It is a sum of, okay, it is a combination, it is a sum of all. It is called as tech stack. And in this presentation, we are going to include some of the factors, principles, as well as examples. Shall we dive into the topic?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So, before getting to the actual topic, I have listed some of the terminologies. Why? Because all the terms are having its own meaning. So, if you are knowing the exact meaning of the terms, it will be very easy to connect the topic, right? That's why I have listed some of the terminologies which I oftenly use while presenting. Then wait. Let's start by one. First one is Node. Node is useful for developing the applications that require a persistent connection from the browser to the server. For example, you can take your own mobile, your own laptop, right? They're having the connection between the browser and server. They are having the capacity to connect to internet. Then we can use that laptop to build some applications, right? So these are called as node. And the next second one is network. A network consists of multiple devices that communicate with each other. Means we are going to create the network between the device. So can you guess what is the least number of devices required to create a network? Two, exactly.
Two.
Yeah,
Two.
there should be minimum of two devices to create a network. And if you ask what is the maximum count, it may be some thousand, millions, trillions, anything, but depending on the capacity of that particular network. Okay. And the next one is client. A client is one who or he is a person who accesses the service made available from the network or internet. Yes, client is a person who takes the information from the network or internet. He is called as client. And the next one is browser. Browser is a software application for accessing the information on the network. There should be some tool, right? There should be some software tool to communicate between client and network, right? So that it will be like a bridge. Okay, browser is a software application for accessing the information on network or internet. It is called as browser. Next one is server. In simple words, group of web pages can be called as server that can satisfy client request which is available on internet. Means all these 5 words are interconnected. Node, network, client, server, browser, all are interconnected. See, client is a person who accesses the information from the server, right? Using the software application known as browser. Okay, then through the node there should be an electronic device, right, to access, that is called as node. And using the network, without network we cannot do anything, right? There should be network between the browser and server. So these all words are interconnected. And browser, there are many browsers. Can you tell me some of the browsers?
Chrome.
That which, yes, Chrome.
Wrong.
Google.
Firefox.
UC. MSH.
Yes, these are the software applications. Okay, these are the browsers.
Internet Explorer.
Yes, usually it will be used in the government officials, Internet Explorer. Most of us will go for Chrome, right? So next one is www. What is the full form?
World Wide Web.
World Wide
Yes.
Web.
Other than that, what do you know about that? Other than that, any knowledge or any sentence you know? Okay, it is simple that www is a subset of internet. Okay, the web consists of pages then can be accessed using a web browser. So, hence it is a World Wide Web. It is available throughout the world. And next one, see these 4 words: intranet, extranet, internet, ethernet. All will sound similar, right? Intranet, extranet, internet, all will end with net. So if you think that all having the same meaning, no, it is completely different. Let me explain one by one. First one is intranet. Any guesses what is intranet? What is intra? Yes? Okay. That's fine. Intranet. A local or restricted communication network is simply called as intranet. For example, think that you are having 5 computers in your home. Okay, you are having the 5 computers in your home and you want to create a network between only that 5 computers, right? You want to create the network between only that 5 computers, and that network will be exist only inside that room. If you go outside of that room, you will not get the network, right? It is the network creating between the 5 computers only inside the room. It is a restricted for a particular area, right? It is called as intranet. And going for extranet, it is quite opposite. Okay, intranet is restricted to the particular small area, where extranet is comparatively more area, more than intranet. So using the VPN, you guys may be knowing the VPN, right? What is the full form? VPN?
Virtual private network.
Yes, exactly. Virtual private network. There is something called as VPN. Using that, we can extend the private network across the public network. It is called as extranet. Next, we come to the internet. Definitely, you may be knowing that. What is internet?
Can be used both inside and out.
Both things?
Network of large number of computers.
Yes. We can categorize intranet, extranet, and internet basis on the region or the region restricted area. See, intranet is restricted to the small area. Extranet is comparatively larger than intranet, and internet is worldwide. You can access internet from any point of the world, right? But there should be a tower, then only you will get the internet, but you can access from any point of the world. So it is a worldwide internet. Next one is Ethernet. Ethernet is a traditional technology of connecting the device. Anyone having the BSNL landline in your home? Maybe not, but anyone?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have the connection, internet connection?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You will get the internet in the mode of wire, right? You will get the internet
Yes.
through the wire. It is known as Ethernet. Now, to Wi-Fi, from where it comes? Through the wire. Nowadays, it is everything is wireless. Even our mouse, keyboard, even mobile can be charged without wire, right? But in the olden days, in the traditional days, the connection or the internet will be sent through the wire. Okay, it is called as Ethernet. We can connect the devices. We can create the network between the devices using the connection of wire. Okay, it is called as Ethernet. Creating the network using wire, it is known as Ethernet. So let's move to the next. LAN and WAN. Can I get the full forms?
Local area
Local
network,
area
wide area
network.
network,
Yes,
and wide
exactly.
area
Area
network.
network.
Yeah, beautiful. You guys are smart. A LAN, local area network. It is a computer network that interconnects the computers within the limited area, such as residence, school, universities. Right? We can create a network within the boundaries of the schools. Right? There is a Wi-Fi in your college, and it is available only inside the compound. If you go out of that, you will not get. Right? So we are creating the network within the particular area. It may be for residence use, it may be for schools, colleges, universities like that. Okay. Next one is WAN, wide area network. It is a telecommunication network that extends over a large geographical area for a primary purpose of computer networking. For computer networking, we use wide area network. Next, we come up with IP address. What is IP stand for?
Internet provider.
Okay. Am I speed?
No.
No. No.
Okay, fine. IP address means it is a particular number. Means, for example, you will be having the USN, right? It is unique and no two student will share the same USN. All are different, all are unique, right? In the same way, IP address, it will be particular for the devices. It is an identifying number that is associated with the specific computer and computer network. Okay, it is called as IP address. It is identifying the number. Next one is domain name. In simple, domain name is nothing but name of the website. Okay. In computer language, name of the website is called as domain name. Next one is URL. What is URL? Can I get the full form?
Uniform resource
Uniform
locator.
resource locator.
Yes, exactly. Universal Resource Locator. More simply, a web page address. You will be having the address for your home, your college, right? In the same way, the address of web pages is called as URL. And you may be observed there will be URL bar when you search. While you open the browser, there will be URL bar in the top. Did you observe?
Yes.
Yes. Then there will be
Yes.
something like
Yes.
HTTP double dot double hash www like that. That is called as URL, means address of the particular web page or website. Next one is protocol. It is nothing but an English word, protocol.
Set of rules.
Yes, set of rules, or protocol is a standard set of rules that allows electronic device to communicate with each other. Means, think that I want to share something from my mobile to your mobile, right? We are creating some network or connection between two mobiles, and there will be some set of rules. For example, you have to open the Wi-Fi, you have to open the Bluetooth, you have to open the your location, right? Did you observe that? It will ask to allow. Did you observe?
Yes.
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 These are nothing but
Yes.
set of rules. These are the protocols. For effective communication, there are some set of rules. You have to agree that. You have to give allow. Then only the communication or network takes place. Next one is port. Port is nothing but a communication endpoint. you may observe many ports in your laptop, right? HTML port, USB port, charging port, then what else? Earphone port, right? These are the communication endpoints. And the last terminology is deployment. A deployment is a process of setting up a new computer or a system to the point where it is ready to productive work. Means setting a system for productive work. It is called as deployment. Right? Are you clear with this all terminologies?
Yes.
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 Shall we move?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. In this slide, we will learn how the client is going to interact with the server. Okay. Now you know what is the meaning of client, what is server, what is IP address, domain name, everything, right? So I'm directly going to explain. In this slide, we will learn how the client is going to communicate or having the connection between the server. As I told, there is something called as IP address for every web page and devices, right? Using the IP address, we can communicate between client and server. And I have one question for you. Think that there are two persons, okay? They need to communicate. They are willing to talk something. So what is the basic or what is the mutual thing between them to have the effective communication? What is the common thing?
Language.
Language, exactly. Both should know a common language. So there will be effective communication. Let us see whether it is a condition between here or not, right? So as I told, there are two approaches. First one using the domain name, second one using the IP address. I'm taking the example of Amazon website. The domain name will be amazon.com. Similarly, the IP address will be like this 72.21. Like that. Okay. So my question is, will you search the website using the domain name or IP address?
Domain name.
Domain name, right? Because we will visit many websites every day and it is not possible to remember all the IP addresses of website, right? Sometimes we even forgot our own mobile number, right? Then how can we remember all the IP addresses of website? So we will choose the way, which is the way domain name, right? But the thing is, client will be dealing with domain name where the server is dealing with IP address. Means there is no common language between them. Then how the communication takes place? Any idea? As I told, client will deal with the Amazon.com, means using the domain name, and server will deal with the IP address, means there is nothing common between them. Then how they are going to create a network or how the communication takes place? Any idea, guys? Fine. There is something called as DNS. Okay, let us see what is DNS, how it works. So user is going to request the web server using the domain name. For example, amazon.com. But web server will be confused. What is amazon.com? Because I am dealing only with IP addresses. I don't know the domain names. So there will be one friend for the web server. He is DNS server, means domain name system. The full form of DNS is domain name system. So web server will ask the DNS, hey buddy, what is the meaning of amazon.com? Can you convert into the IP address? Yes. DNS server will help web server. It will convert the domain name into its IP address and it will send back to the web server. Hence the communication between the user and web server take place. Got my point?
Yes.
Yes. So DNS server or domain name system is something which converts the domain name into its particular IP address, right? All domain names having different IP addresses, but DNS server having the list of all. By looking the domain name, it will convert into IP address and it will send back to the web server. It is the work of DNS server. Shall we move to the next?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is the pictorial representation, okay? What I explained, how the communication takes place. Means there will be using three ways, LAN, WAN, anything can be used. Nothing much. Yes, we will land for the next one. That is a web development. What is web development? As I explained, web development is a work involved in developing the website. It may be for the private purpose or public purpose. Private means intranet, public means internet. Fine. So we can develop a website for anything, for any of our requirements. And we have some terminologies here: web page, website, web application, and so on. Let us see one by one. Web page. What is web page? Anyone?
Which contains information.
Which contains information. Yes, almost correct. A web page. Okay.
Collection of websites.
No. Website is a collection of web page. Web page is not the collection of website. Okay, let me explain. Web page.
Collection of hypertext.
Okay. A document or something which is can be displayed on the web browser, it is called as web page. Okay, it is simple. It is nothing but a document which can be displayed over the web browser. It is called as web page. Where coming to the website, it is the group of web page. When we add the many number of web page into one, it will be become like website. Okay, group of web page is called as website. Fine. And web application. Web application is a computer program that utilizes the web browser as well as web technology to perform tasks over the internet. For example, we are having the class through the Microsoft Teams, right? It is a web application. Means it works over the internet. The thing which I show here means what is presenting on my screen is the same you can see there, right? So using the application, we can communicate over the network and it is called as web application. Fine. And the next one is standalone application. It is a portable application which can be run without the need of installation procedure. These are built-in. For example, think that you are going to buy a new phone, new mobile phone. And there will be some apps which are pre-installed. For example, it may be clock, notepad, flash, calculator, and so on, right? These are
operating systems.
Yeah, operating system. These are the application, portable application, which can run without need of installation. Okay, these are built-in application. Hence, these are standalone. Next one is native mobile application. Native application is a software application built in the specific programming language and for a specific device. See, the apps which are supporting for the Android system are not supporting for the Apple phones, right? iPhones. Why? Because it is programmed in the separate language. The operating system is different. In Android, the applications only supporting for the Android system, right? Means these are built for the specific operating system using the specific programming language. So these are called as native mobile application. We cannot install the different operating systems applications between the devices. Got my point?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is, we come to the core part of web designing. There are two ends. First one is front end and back end. Let us see what is the difference between front end and back end. The first computer means which is in white color represent the front end, and the black color, black monitor, will represent the back end. Means the front end will be like the physical appearance of the website. It may be design, it may be style, it may be font, color, right? These are come under the front end. Second one is back end. Back end means coding part, building part, right? These are come under back end. Let us see in detail. So the work of front end can be called as the work of artist. Why? Because he have to design, he have to make the users conform. For example, researching work, writing work, editing work, designing work, automizing work, right? These are the works like looks like artist. So front end work is called as the work of the artist. In the same way, the back end work, it is called as the work of scientist. Means he have to code. If there are any errors, he have to find the solution. He have to debug, right? He have to write his own. It is like the work of scientist. And landing pages, paid influencers, optimization, all the works come under scientist, means backend. Yeah, this is the main essence of today's presentation. Okay, what is tech stack? As my name of the PPT or name of the presentation, tech stack. Okay, let us see what is tech stack. As I told, there are two ends. First one is back end, second one is front end. Front end is also called as client side, and the back end is also called as server side. Let us see what is client side, what are the layers it has, everything. So let us start from client side, means front end. In front end, there are three layers, namely JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. You may be knowing about JavaScript, CSS, and HTML, right? These are implemented by in development, web development class. Let me briefly explain what is JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language that allows you to implement the complex features on web pages. It also includes updates part, interactive maps, animated graphics, means 2D, 3D, like that, etc. Okay, these are come under JavaScript. And I thought of explaining all this code, but it is already explained, right? Body, text, break, case, everything, script. So I'm not going to explain the code, how to write the code. Okay, you just go through that web development again, you will understand better. The second one is CSS. The full form is Cascading Style Sheet. It describes how the HTML elements are to be placed on screen. Okay, we will deal with HTML later. So just make a point. CSS will deal how the HTML elements to be printed or displayed on the screen. CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout multiple web pages all at the time. Means at a time we can handle many web pages using the word website, right? Website is nothing but group of web pages. So we can control the website using the CSS. And it adds the styles like font, color, website, everything. So CSS is called as makeup man of web designing, right? Because he deals with the color, font size, design, whether it is bold, italic, everything. Okay, all the designing part will be handled by CSS, cascading style sheet. We are going for HTML. Okay, what is HTML? As you told, it is a hypertext markup language, right? It is used to create and structure section. It may be, for example, paragraph, headings, links, block codes for the web page. This is how we write the HTML. First, we have to write the doc type, then head. There is a heading part. Then after that, whether it is visible, small screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And we can write the title there. We can give the color, font, everything. Then the header part, body part, everything is explained, right, in web development. Fine. This is about HTML. And let me give an example. I'm taking the example of the news channel. Okay, this is the news channel window. See here, in the top corner, there is something Republic, which it is the name of the channel, and the time also displaying there. And the main screen is divided into three, where in the first part there is a BJP person, second one is anchor, third one is a Shiv Sena person, right? And here bottom, there will be some breaking news keep on reflecting, right? And the time means a single screen, single page is divided into multiple columns or multiple blocks, and all blocks will work together simultaneously, right? How it is possible? How we can divide a single screen and work all the columns at a time? So Using the HTML, we can do that. We can divide, we can do any designs, we can create the structure how we want, depending on our requirement. Got my point?
Yeah.
Yes.
So sum of all,
Yes.
JavaScript is a programming language. CSS is a makeup man, means he gives the shapes, size, designs, everything. And HTML, it deals with structure, means how it should be shown, how it is showcased, like that. So these are the three layers in the front end. Shall we move to the back end?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, beautiful. And in back end, we have five layers. Okay. Let us read. First, I'll read that. Web framework, programming language, database, web server, and operating system. There are 5 layers in the backend. Let me explain one by one. First one is web framework. A web framework is a software tool that provides a way to build and run the web application. In JavaScript, you will write the code, right? And you need a platform to run, to build that code, right? And if you are writing a C program or a Java program, there will be some compilers to run the program, right? If you're from
Yes.
PCMC background, you may be knowing Turbo C++ and Java compilers. If online GDB, right, program is everything. These are the platform where the program is going to run. Okay, so in this case, web framework will provide a platform to run the code and to build the code. Okay, it is a work of web framework. And the next one is programming language. Programming language is a formal language comprising a set of instructions that produce a various kind of outputs. For example, in front end case, JavaScript writes a program for the front end, right? For the structure, for the appearance. But in the back end, we will write the language for coding purpose. Understood? You don't get confused between JavaScript and programming language. JavaScript is regarding to the front end, and programming language, it is a formal language regarding to the back end. And many will confuse Java and JavaScript will be similar or almost same. No, it is completely different. Java and JavaScript do not have any connections. Okay, don't confuse between those. JavaScript mainly deals with front end, and the Java is the programming language for the operating system, right? As C, C++ are there, right? Python or it is like Java will be like those languages. Okay, come under that category. And instead of JavaScript, if you write Java, it will be wrong. Got my point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So where were we? Programming language. Okay. Next, database. What is database? Any guess? Database or memory.
Collection of information.
Yeah, collection of information, but it should be in the organized and structured manner. It will be like first come first serve. Okay, you cannot store the value as you want. There should be a structure, particular structure, and it should be organized. So database is nothing but it is the organized collection and structured of the data. We have to store the data in the organized manner. It is called as database. Next one is web server. It is the hardware side. It comes under backend data web server. A web server is a computer that stores the web server softwares and computing or component files. For example, think that you are buying some 16 GB pen drive, but you will get around 14.5 or 15 GB, right? Out of 16 GB. Where does that remaining GB goes? One and or one and a half
So
GB.
text.
What?
Drivers.
Drivers. Any other answer?
System updates.
Okay, means there will be some components files, means supporting files to run that particular device, right? To store that we need we need the memory, right? Same in the web server, or web designing, we need a server to store the component files or to store the supporting files. It is called as web server. Means it is a place where the component files regarding to the web server is stored. Okay. And the next one is operating system. Yes, definitely you will be knowing. What is OS?
Operating system.
Not the full form. What is the definition of OS?
A software that connects hardware to the application software.
Hardware and software. Yes, it is the middleman between the hardware and software. Definition tells that which manages the hardware and software. It will be like interface between the computer and user, right? As the DNS is between client and server, right? There should be operating system between hardware and user. Getting? DNS is someone who helps to connect the communication between the server and client. In the same way, operating system, it is the interface between the hardware system and user. What you are going to type, it should be understood by hardware, right? Hardware do not understand English language, but you will type all the sentences in the English language. So it is like an interface. So by this we had an overview to the tech stack. Any questions, any queries? Okay, native application. This is remaining. Yes, what is native application? It is a software application built in specific programming language, right? As I told, there are some programs, there are some applications which supports only particular operating systems that are called as native application. So, any questions regarding this tech stack? Any queries?
Could you show a program in JavaScript?
What? Sorry?
Could you show a program written in JavaScript?
Do you solve a? Sorry, it is not clear.
Could you show a program in JavaScript?
JavaScript programmer means it needs softwares. We cannot write the JavaScript. If you want, I can show the image from browser. Wait. We need the compilers. We cannot. Wait 1 second. I have one machine learning project. I'll show that. Okay, let me brief about machine learning. Okay, means how it works and all. First, we have to upload one file. Once again. Where it is. Okay, I'm not getting the CSV file. I'll explain by words. Okay. See, this is the Google Colab where you can do all the programmings online. Means if you have your CPU of less RAM or less memory, you're not capable to run, you can go for Colab. Means it will not consume your operating system. Means your RAM will be not consumed. Okay. So first we have to upload one data. Means common data. Wait. It will take time. Yes, ma'am.
Some disturbance is there. Some background noise is there.
Uh,
Whether other students are
what kind?
listening? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Some background.
There is a workshop nearby. Maybe that's why.
That is what we thought. Some carpentry work we could hear here. Okay, it's okay. Continue. Thank you for the sorry for the
Oh, it's
interruption.
okay. Guys, it takes time to load. Is it okay if I show the image from net?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. See, this is the overall structure of the JavaScript. Okay. First, there will be document type. You have to mention which type it is. Then HTML. This is the opening and this is the closing. Like there are parentheses in C programming, right? After int main or void main, you have to keep open the flower bracket parentheses, right? Do you know that? If you're from PCMC, you may be knowing.
Yes.
Yes. In the same way, while writing the HTML code, we have to start from HTML and it should be started by \HTML. Okay, and it should be embedded with the two angular brackets. It is a structure. Okay, you have to write like this. And next we come for the header part. Any headings or anything which you need to write in the big fonts. Okay, it will consider as the header part. And in the same way, opening and closing header. For everything, opening and closing will be there. Okay, starting, ending, like that. And the next one is script function. You have to write the function, and you can link the HTML, CSS code here. Okay, you can copy the path, copy the URL, and you can link here by writing the CSS path like that. Okay, then the end of script. Next, H2 means header 2. This is one header, head 1. This is header 2, and it is like a second heading, right? There will be main heading and there will be subheading. For a subheading, we will go for H2, and the H1 is always the font size is greater than H2. As the H2, H3, H4 goes, the font size will be decreased. Okay, so H1 will be having the biggest font size and H2 comparatively small than that, like that. And header part for second heading, if you want to write any second heading like that. Okay, then P stand for paragraph, means if you want to write any paragraph, in this place you have to write the paragraph. Yes, a paragraph is present, right? In that place you have to type your paragraph, and it should be open with P and close with the /P. It is the same rule for everything. Then button means if you want to create any button, for example, username, password, submit. For submit, you have to create one button, right? While you see here, see when you move your cursor on that button, the color is changing, right? It shows it is a button. Means if you click on that, some function is going to place. Understood? So creation of any button, you can write like this, button and closing button inside on click. Means see here, get your own website. In the place of my function, in the place of button, you can write anything. Here they wrote the get your own website, and it is button. Depending on your requirement, you can change anything, and it is type. There is a many functions. Okay, types as it is a built-in function in C, right? Int, type, data, right? In the same way, we will can change any types, right? And on click. After clicking, what should we do, right? If I click on get your own website, it should take to the another page. Which page? For this page. In the same way, on click means after clicking, what to do? After clicking, the browser should be moved to the which page or which home or whatever, like that. Okay. After clicking, what to do? That should be mentioned here. So ending of the body and ending of HTML. This is the primary structure of the HTML. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, great.
So we completed this. Next one, we are going for full stack. What is full stack? It's a combination of both. Okay, front end as well as back end, which result to the full stack. Full stack development. It refers to the development of both front end as well as back end. It is called as full stack. Full stack developer means one who is capable to handle both. One who can create the both front end as well as back end. He is called as full stack developer. They work on the front end back end database and debugging of the web application or website. Debugging of the web application. This plays a main role. You can create the web page. You can upload. These are very easy. You will get the source code on internet. You can download. You can create your website and you can upload. But debugging of the web application means depending on the user requirement, it should be keep on updating, right? For example, they may the user of your website, they may ask for any changes or any improvement, right? And your mobile applications too, there will be updation for every 1 or 2 months. Did you observe? Means they are adding more features, right? So Yeah, that debugging plays a major role. Okay, so this is about full stack web developers. Going for tools, full stack developer tools. As I told, in front end, in which are the software tools we can create the front end. There are many tools. For example, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, Ajax, JS, React JS, many. Okay, you can go for any one of that. Fine. And then second one is backend. What is backend? We are going to write the program. There are many: PHP, .NET, Java, Python, ROR, Node.js. Okay, these are the tools. These are the software tools which we use for the backend. Next, we come up with a database. Database is something where we have to store, right? The data of our particular website is going to store. MySQL and MongoDB, both are very famous. Means we guys are going to use that both very fluently. They are comparatively very easy to use. Okay, MySQL and MongoDB, and there are many SQL Server, Microsoft. Okay, so you're going to learn. Means if you're from computer background, you chose CS department. Definitely you are going to learn all these tools. Okay, HTML, CSS, MySQL, everything, and web server. Apache, AWS, IaaS, these are the web server which we use for the running of the websites. And what about others? Fine. These are the tools, okay, which we use for the developing a website. And going for a layers in the technological stack. So there are mainly three layers in the technological stack. First one is presentation layer. A presentation layer is what a system user sees. Means whatever you see on this screen, it will be considered as a presentation layer. The definition tells that the presentation layer is what a system user sees or interact with. It can consist of visual objects such as screen web pages, reports, etc., and non-visual objects such as interactive voice response interfaces. Whatever I am going to display here is the same thing what you can see there in your laptop, right? And my voice, what I am going to talk here, the same thing you can hear there. So using the help of presentation layer, it takes place. Means the communication between front end and client end, it takes place through the presentation layer. And next one is business layer. Business layer represent the business rules that are enforced via programming logic regarding how those rules are applied. As I told, there will be some conditions. Means for installing any application, it will ask allow or not allow. Yes, and it will tell it needs your location. It needs your Bluetooth to be on, and at that time you have to give allow. Right? It may be while sharing the files, or it may be connecting to any device, or it may be while downloading any software or any applications, right? So these are come under business layers. And the last one is data layer. The data layer consists of definitions of database tables and columns, then computes the logic which needed to navigate the database. For example, think that you are conducting some business, okay, and you are updating to one website day to day. Means what is the income, what is the expenditure, what is the profit, what is the loss. After 1 month or after 1 week, you have to see the statistics of the your business, right? Whether it is going on in profit side or whether I am getting loss, right? So there should be something column and rows to indicate the data. Getting?
Yes.
Okay. Speed ಆಗ್ತದಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ bro.
So it is a data layer which gives the overall structure or the statistics of your data. It may be regarding to your education or business, anything. Fine. Next one is role opportunities. So if you are good at coding, if you are good at designing, you can choose both. That is full stack. Or you're only good at coding, you're good at debugging, right? You can choose the backend. You can become a backend developer. In the same way, front end developer. The visual things should be attractive, right? User should apply for your website. In case if your website is beautiful, right? You have to do a arrangement such that it is attractive. These are come under front end. And the server management, as I told, there should be continuous updates, there should be continuous changes regarding how the user request, right? That come under server management. So these are the role opportunities. So by this we reach the end of this presentation. Thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you, Nitin.
Thank you.
It was just an amazing presentation. That was actually well expected from our end as well. As you have already been a resource person, we were much waiting for your presentation, and you can see the thumbs ups and claps popping up there. It says how much work you have put in from your end, and all your juniors are adoring you for the same. Thank you so much, Vikram, from my
Yes.
end. Madhu
Thank you.
ma'am is going to continue. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot, Vikram. Your presentation was a complete package, which
Thank you,
started
ma'am.
with ABC of web development. We were overwhelmed to witness your session.
Yes, ma'am.
You made us feel wow. Every terminology you explained was easy to understand and digest. You have taken special care that every minute detail is explained. It was a session worth to listen. We would see the enormous preparation and hope you have done in this presentation. Thanks a lot, Vikram.
Thank
Wishing
you, ma'am.
you many more successes in life, and we are awaiting for many more sessions like this for your juniors and to the other audience also. So thanks a lot. God
Okay.
bless.
And one thing, please students go again through the web development. Okay, it's uploaded, so you will understand much better, as I told. Thank you.
Okay, bro.
Okay, thanks a lot, Vikram.
Ma'am, I
Okay,
have one
students.
question.
I think
Yeah.
Vikram's
Okay.
students are having some questions.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
to create an
Dhanush has
website?
raised his hand.
How to
How
create an website?
how to create a website means you have to download any one software which I told. Means wait a second. Whether it is visible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the front end, you have to choose any one. Means you have to HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You can use any language, anything to construct the front end. And there are particular software applications. Okay, like it may be called as compilers. For running of C program, you have to install Turbo C++. Right? In the same way, for running of front end, you have to install the application to your laptop. You can choose anything, any HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, any one you have to choose, and the software which represent that language you have to download that. In the same way, backend. If you are running Java or PHP, there are particular. Wait, I'll show you what are the. So if you type how to download SQL query, there is a particular software application for run the MySQL. I think I have. Wait. Yes, MySQL 8.0. Okay, there is a particular software for everything, and if you are writing the if you are creating the database in MySQL, you have to download MySQL 8.0 command line client, where you can create. It is closing. The code execution cannot be procedure. Okay. So this is the command line client. You can code here. You can create the database in the MySQL. This is regarding the backend. Then what is front end? HTML, CSS. If you are writing the code in the HTML, you have to download the software application which is supporting HTML like that. And it requires some 3 to 4 software, okay? Because you have to run front end, back end, database, everything, and it should be connected each other, right? So you have to install minimum of 3 applications.
Can I know which are the softwares best for to run website?
It is depending on your choice. Means which tool you are going to use. Actually, I use PHP. Okay, for backend I use PHP. For front end, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And I use MySQL for database. Means according to me, and it will be easy to me like that. It will differ from person to person. Yes.
Yes, yes, good. Thank you.
Okay.
Isn't IDE enough?
Sorry. IDE.
IDE such as Visual Studio enough for all the purposes?
No, Visual Studio is something where you're creating the visual things. For example, 2D, 3D structures and the moving car like that. You can create the cartoon there, right? Uh,
No, HTML is also supported by Visual Studio.
yes, HTML is supported, but Visual Studio is mainly used to create the graphics. It will not come under the web development. Yeah, and if your web page supports the 3D, 4D, 2D, 3D structures, you can use that. Yes, anything else?
Can I know which laptop is best for creating a website?
Laptop, depending on RAM and processor, minimum of 3 GB, and it will work because just running it, right? Then the link will be posted on the Chrome, and the page is going to open in the Chrome. So it will not require much memory, much RAM. Just for running of the program, it requires. You can try on all computers, all laptops. Not an issue. Done?
Done.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions from the students end? Okay. No, I think. So today's session will be uploaded in that VCT Connect channel. If you want, you can again go through. And if you have any queries, you can personally approach Vikram. Then if you want, you can share this with your friends also once it is uploaded in VCT Connect. Once again, I thank Vikram. So Vikram, request,
Welcome,
if
ma'am.
required, can you give one more session like this in future?
Okay, ma'am, sure.
Thanks a lot once again.
Thank you, Vikram.
Welcome, ma'am.
God bless. I think we can end the session here.